Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and as you guys can see, we are in episode 2 of Excap Rates, and this is where I take your guys' squads that you guys submit to me on Twitter, whether it be through the DMs or just hitting me up normally on Twitter. You guys can do either. If you guys want to submit your lineups for me to rate in the next episode of Excap Rates, please go to my Twitter at officialxcap. The link will be down in the description down below. If you guys want to go click that, please give me a follow. The only rule that I have for me to rate your guys' squads is that you follow me on Twitter, and then we can go ahead and get to rating the squads. And you know, make sure you guys keep things up to date, because we ate that big 5K for y'all. Big ups to you guys. I appreciate you guys all. But yeah, as a thank you for me rating your guys' squads and all that sort of stuff, so make sure you're subscribed, like all that wonderful stuff in the video. And without further ado, let's hop right in to the first squad. Alright, so here we are with our first guy. It is my boy BMMC, B-Ball for Life on Twitter. And you guys can obviously see he's saying that he wants to replace Simmons and Nurkic as his centers. And obviously I'm here to help and tell y'all what's going on. Now, we have a few ways that we can kind of take this squad and update it a little bit. Now, as you can see, we have Simmons and Nurkic right here off the bench. Now, options that I think are really good for this are Marvin Bagley and the Dino Raja. Both of them can insert as a center or power forward duo combo in there if you guys wanted. Or a little option that I really like is you can trade out Simmons for the pink diamond Rudy Gay that we have, and then put Dino in at the center. That is, you know, a really good option that I think really could work for you, and a lot of people as well. That Dino is just a really nice card. There's also the Delino Gallinari, who you can put as well at that power forward spot, but again, I kind of prefer him to be a more of a power forward, and as well as a power forward option, you could move Jonathan Isaac over to the 4 and pick up the new Diamond OG Anunoby to throw at your 3 spot. Something that I think would work. Those are three. Those are just some ideas that I would toss around. So Dino, Marvin Bagley, Rudy Gay, and then the OG Anunoby. All little options with different caveats to move that around. That might help you out. So that's number 1. Let's hop into the next squad. Alright, so here we are with the next squad. My boy Caleb MRC Boog 424 on Twitter asking me to rate his squad. Now, sadly, we can't see the amount of MT that we have, so we're just gonna make some base, I guess, suggestions for this squad. The first being AI at the 2 never really works for people. If you're going to keep AI, you want to keep the AI Jamal Crawford duo, and I would switch AI to the 1 and Crawford to the 2. But my preferred course of action probably be having Jamal Crawford at the 1 still, taking Michael Redd and placing him at the 2, selling the Allen Iverson, and keeping, you know, that starting lineup as is. Or you could get the new Desmond Mason that we have to run the 1, sell both of the opals that you had if you wanted to, and then take RJ Barrett to the 2, Aaron Gordon to the 3, throw in Dino at the 4. I kind of like how the bench is as well, to be honest. I like that Nikola Jokic, but again, if you just wanted to go with my first solution, you could pick up Dino and run him as your backup center. That's a really nice option, but I'm assuming you're trying to keep Jokic in there just because Jokic is somebody that you had to lock in to get, which makes perfect sense. I also, in my opinion, think that selling Alex Caruso is just a better option. We have, you know, the Opal Lonzo Ball, which is just as good. Caruso is a great card as well. Not saying that he's bad or that you should sell to get him. There's a lot of other cards that can do exactly what he can do for cheaper, like the Amethyst Isaac Bonga that we have. He works just as well. The new I'm drawing a blank on it. The new Desmond Mason that we also got as well. There's a lot of really good options that you could use, and there's even, you know, running Jamal Crawford off the bench, Desmond Mason off the starters, because you have that Jamal Crawford killer. A lot of different options, but I think my first suggestion might be one of the better ones for you. But yeah, that's our second one done. Let's hop in to the third squad. Alright, so here we are with squad number 3. My guy War Machine on Twitter, and he is talking about how he wants either a bigger PG or maybe just some other options in general that I can toss out and suggest to him. Now, if I'm being 100% honest, I actually like the whole Spotlight Sim lineup. The James Harden, Robert Covington, Pascal Siakam, Cameron Reddish, Malcolm Brogdon, a lot of good things. But my personal suggestion would be I would move this James Harden to play the 1 and sell that Russell Westbrook to put Michael Redd in there at the 2. Just something that works really well, if I'm being honest. I really like the Michael Redd card. I just think he fits well in a lot of squads, and he's just somebody, you know, that can help do everything really well. He just basically like a Swiss Army knife kind of guy. You know, he's got that really good shooting ability, along with, you know, a bunch of other things that you would really like. And then when we're talking about the bench here, I would get rid of Buddy Hield because he's 6'4" at the 3. That's not a great option. And then I'd go ahead and pick up the new Diamond Buddy Hield to throw right there. And then honestly, that's all I would really do. I actually really like this lineup. I love the Malcolm Brogdon. I love the Cameron Reddish. Harden can be great, especially with the new updated quick draw. Rocco as a 3-and-D option is great. Same with Pascal Siakam. I love the Ralph Sampson. Like, really, I'm feeling your squad, especially with the whole 5-out, you know, 3-and-D kind of vibe. That's really what I would do. Harden to the 1, sell Westbrook, throw in Michael Redd at the 2, get rid of Buddy Hield, and then throw in OG Anunoby. And I think you're pretty set and you're looking good to head into Unlimited and really kill a lot of people and have some fun with it. So hopefully that's good for you. And yeah, let's hop in to the 4th squad. All right, so here we are with our next guy, Hudson Ellie on Twitter. And obviously he is a budget player and he's looking for what he should do next with his squad, which is I think something that a lot of people kind of struggle with when they first start out my team. And I'll give some quick tips of what I think are things that can work really well for you. It's just some cards that you should get. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is great, but in my opinion at this point outdated. Somebody who is great as another option would be Mohamed Bamba. Same with that Jokic. Bamba can play the 3 or the 4. He's somebody that can kind of fill in that Swiss Army knife kind of role and play everything really well. For the Diamond Paul Pierce, there's other cards like the Sharif Abdul-Rahim that are really good and pretty cheap as well. You can even run the Bonga there if you wanted to at the 3. I just think Paul Pierce again is outdated, and there's other cards that can do what he can, like the new OG Anunoby that we got. For the PG and shooting guard role, the Dan Marley and Chauncey Billups aren't too bad, but I think there is definitely room for improvement in them. I will say that the shooting guard and PG position for a lot of budget options isn't really the greatest, but a good option like Dan Marley that's 3-and-D that could fit there is the new Brent Berry. That is somebody who could really well fit into that role that I really like and I think is awesome. Again, I don't really have a problem with that Chauncey Billups, if I'm being 100% honest, but a nice looking forward card you could do is the Desmond Mason. You also could go through and finish some Spotlight Sim challenges, get the Kevin Porter Jr., get the, you know, Brandon Clark's Diamond. I like a lot of those. Some really good options for bench or started pieces just to help you out. You know, in that general scope. There's also the Malcolm Brogdon for APG as well if you wanted it. Jackson Hayes, just some ones that I would suggest you going for. Jarrett Culver, while he is a great card, I would go ahead and change him out for the Dante DiVincenzo that we got from the Campus Legends packs as well. They're literally the same price, so you can just tick for tack, swap them, and be great. And I think he'll run a great backup PG. Lance Stevenson, I think is amazing. I think he's great. And can play the 2 card really well. That Vince Carter, very outdated, and Shaq still works well. So if you wanted to use that Shaq, you'd be great. But you still need a backup power forward to run your squad really well. And I think one that I like for that is the Danny Manning. I think he is great for it. And then to run your backup small forward, Eric Paschal from the Campus Legends is a great super budget option as well that you can run. And then cards that I would work up towards are cards like Pink Diamond Dino Raja, maybe a Pink Diamond Manu Bowl for fun. You could even go ahead and pick up the Diamond Grayson Allen eventually, or guys like Kevin Herter. So a bunch of good options right there. I wanted to give you kind of general scope, but one thing you can do is work towards some spotlight sim cards. Those could definitely help you out and could be really helpful towards your lineup. Yeah, this is our fourth guy, and without further ado, let's hop into the last and final squad that we're going to rate in this episode. Squad number 5. So here we are with squad number 5 with my guy Joris LeBron, and if we're being honest, there's not too much better that this squad could get, because he already has an amazing one, and he sent me this a day or two ago and said that he has Opal Magic. Not quite, but almost. So we can basically put him as a shoo-in for being in the squad. And if I'm being honest, I love this starting 5, but one suggestion that I make to a lot of people when they have Taco Fall is, why keep Taco Fall when Pink Diamond Manute Bull can do everything that Taco Fall can with range extender, hot zones, and is 2 inches taller? Just my suggestion. I would sell Taco Fall and pick up Manute, because Manute is Taco, but in my opinion, leagues better, and definitely a lot better card. Now, I know you've been saying you want Magic, but I have a lot of people that I've been talking to who say they have Magic and he's just not doing it for them. So a really easy solution for that is pick up the Galaxy Ball Luka Doncic instead. That's just me. It also saves you a lot, and I mean a lot, of MT in the process. For the bench, I would switch Julius Erving to the 2, take out Cameron Reddish, and put in that Diamond OG and Anunoby at the 3. I personally would not be using the Dwayne Wade. If I were you, I would actually be selling Dwayne Wade and picking up somebody like, oh, I'm drawing a blank on him. We just got, Desmond Mason to run that PG. There's also the free Malcolm Brogdon if you want to do challenge like that. Or even, in my opinion, that Isaac Bonga that you got at the end is actually better to play the PG than the Dwayne Wade. That's just one that I don't really feel too strongly about that D-Wade card. He's just, in my opinion, he's average. He's pretty good. Just not great. But you guys know I'm loving the Dino. I love T-Mac, and I still love Brandon Roy. He just sometimes, he hurts my heart doing some bad things. But the James Worthy and Will off the bench, really good. The reason I suggested Julius going to the 2 is just because he's a little undersized, and that's just one little aspect that I would change. I really like the OG and Luka's suggestions, and even the Manute Ball, but those are just the big ones that I would say is find a substitution for Dwayne Wade, add OG to the bench instead of Cameron Reddish, and Manute instead of Taco Fall, and then last but not least, Luka for Magic. This is the last squad that we are rating in this video. Again, if you guys want me to rate your squads down below in a future video, go down below, hit my Twitter, give me a quick little follow at me in a tweet of it, or just private message me a screenshot of yours. And again, if you guys have any extra comments like this guy Joris did, I don't have Magic quite yet, but I'm about to, or maybe I definitely want to keep Brandon Roy, things like that will really be helpful, and it will help me further give you guys a good interpretation of your squad and where you should go with it. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like down below and comment down below what you guys think, how I did with these squads and other ones that you guys maybe say I should change. Subscribe if you guys are new on that road to 5.1K. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next video.